So, we have the Druid territory of Italia. We want to take the decision to unify Italy. Slavonia is no problem, but the Byzantine Empire is currently a big problem. They have over 15,000 troops, which is a little too much for comfort. We are Roman Orthodox, for those nice Roman bonuses later. As little side things. Yeah, just win. We actually might, because the troops are actually mostly just levies. They have a holy order. I think if the contract with the holy order ends, that's when we can attack. Other than that, we're starting as a fresh air. I ended the stream last time when this guy took over. We took Tunis for later, and early in the game when I had no other opportunities, I also took Minorca. Just because there was nothing else to conquer at that moment. Yeah, we are about to take down a peasant rebel pretty soon. Yep. And I mean, there's... Mercia might unite Britain. If we let them. I mean... basically role-playing as a Roman, and you know how the Roman Empire was, so... Yeah. Those populists should not be a problem. What else could I do? I could try to reorganize my realm. Since we have a handful of vassals that are not my de jure direct vassal. So let's take a look at that. Okay. Rossano is part of Calabria. As soon as I have a male heir, I will start the whole reorganization of my realm. Because I want to give away the new titles to a male heir, and currently I only have a daughter. Which didn't even get my beautiful. Also, something I didn't do before really was this time I vassalized the Pope instead of completely kicking him out of Italia. So that might be a good source of income. Other than that, I think we will just have to speed up the game and wait for stuff to happen, basically. I think I want the interesting conversation for stat bonus. Let's make it a friendship. Don't want to jeopardize my marriage just yet. Okay, peasant rebel. May start at any time, but we have Viterbo under our heel. Since I'm completely new, let's gain the opinion. Hey, and I got Eager Reveler, which is very good. Okay. I can extort my subjects next. And then also host a grand rite. Yep, the more the merrier. The Pope already hates me and he's really old, so let's extort the Pope. Okay. My best chance is to read from an ancient grimoire, which has failed for the first time. Let's gain a lifestyle perk. Let's hunt down the peasants. Get at any cost. Nope. I can carry on. Okay, I can sell some minor titles. I have several guests, which is interesting. We'll see if I maybe can... Okay. He completely took apart the peasants. Let's force recruit the peasant leader. And disband our troops. We do not have a casus belli currently, so that will have to wait. Okay, so basically we'll just have to wait. I cannot call a hunt right now. I can afford that. Hey, Lockman dude. I think people on the Discord are looking for you. Oh, we can imprison her. Is she pregnant? No, she isn't. It's always good to imprison pregnant criminals because they can... Sure. But he might show up himself, so... If you imprison them long enough to give birth in prison, their baby will also be in prison, and you can get them to pay the ransom for the baby as well. So it's a 2-for-1 deal, basically. We have French Catholic populists. Where are those? Who cares about morality in the face of profit? Huh, they actually converted Gaca to French Catholicism. Interesting. I want the Slavonian capital, but it takes some time to actually convert it. You should improve control over Cagliari. What do you mean? Exactly. Oh, we completely forgot that we have to sway some people. So let's do that. Also, am I compassionate? No. So... I said that Gaga was converted to French. This county here. Because a few years ago it was in the hands of Aquitaine, and for some reason they were able in that time to convert it to French culture. And I think they were always Catholic. Many areas here are still Catholic, but Orthodoxy is taking over Italia. It's interesting how weak the Vikings actually are in this game. I've never seen them so weak. Also, East Francia was taken over by a peasant revolt, so now we instead have a kingdom of Volpe. No problem. Sometimes you just misunderstand what people are saying. Okay, basically we don't really have many opportunities right now. We could do some holy wars in North Africa, but... that's not that great of an idea. That just makes my realm more volatile for very little benefit. I will do that if I reach them in this playthrough. Also, never mind, Denmark is actually pretty powerful, I have to say. But all the British Vikings have pretty much failed. Oh. He has finished his job, so let's send him to Viterbo. Also, we have researched royal prerogative, so let's go for... Let's go for bailiffs next, so I can increase my demesne. Which means personal holdings. Which I don't have to lease to anyone else. And let's keep going. The claim will be fabricated soon enough. I have several duchies that I could theoretically create. By the way, duchies. I control 2 duchies, okay. So that's not much of an issue. I am trying, but I have to finish fabricating the claim first. Since we are so civilized, we can't start a war without a casus belli. Which is currently a big issue. Okay, I think they lost the lease on their holy order. And he seems to be in a really bad spot with health. So when he dies, the empire should be weakened. Especially since it will be split up between the 2 sisters. That will be the right opportunity to start attacking the Byzantine Empire. Oh no, someone... No, sure, take all of Slavonia. Okay, that's way better than expected. Awesome. Now, can we fabricate a claim somewhere else? Could try it in Velbasht. Just for the hell of it. And this might be a kinda long war, since I am trying to conquer the entire realm of Slavonia in one go. Exactly. You've seen how medieval morality works, basically. Yeah. Declare war on Slavonia. Raise all my armies. And send them straight into the capital. Now, let's pause for a second. Leave about 3,000 troops here. With a siege expert. Actually, we have to switch here first. You will hunt down the enemy armies, and you will stay here sieging. I mean, we are an empire versus a duchy, so... it's no wonder they are completely out of the league. Okay, this might not decimate them, but it will help a lot in reducing the numbers significantly. Basically, I want to massacre their armies. You are a champion, and you're probably good enough for my roster. Yes, you are. So... you will convert to Orthodoxy and be forced into my army. Isn't it nice when you can get everything you want in one go? Forced conversion and forced recruitment, without the need to be roundabout with... as long as you're not at war, you can freely move through other areas in this game. Oh, diligent, that's good. Intrigue, learning. I think we want better diplomacy, so we have a chance of ending truces prematurely. which will be important once we attack the Byzantines directly. Okay. I'll have to go through these one by one. 10% taxes. 20% taxes. But only 75% chance. What else do I get here? Less army maintenance. Problem is, I have no sons yet. This is a very young emperor that took the throne. So we will have to wait a while. Also, my wife isn't really into men. But she is beautiful, which increases her fertility, so... And she's pregnant. Just as I was talking about her. Oh, we have conquered this. So, let's continue over here. And I have another imprisonment chance. My knight, who isn't worth anything. You voted against me, scheming against me. Well, it's not like he can do much. Should I end this war right away or prolong it for more gold? Exactly. I will prolong it and take the gold instead. I mean, we are almost at 100% war score anyway. One more siege should completely take this apart. Hey, lost knowledge. And we can take avaricious. Excellent. Okay. Oh. Someone died. The Pope wants a position. Well, since you're just as good as my current, but you're not loyal to me, so... Eh. Oh, also I can't fire him, because he took the position with a hook. You are not the best spy master. But you are necessary since you are a powerful vassal and I need that right now to ensure your loyalty. Let's see if we can stack wipe them with this move. Still not wiped. Shame. Away. How are our holdings doing? Let's increase the pastoral lands. And also we can build more stuff here. For example, larger harbors. And larger guild halls. Napoli is already maxed out. Let's improve Genoa a little bit. How are you guys doing? Let's build larger pastures here. And I think... no, we can increase the crop fields. And that's it. We can take another look in 5 years when everything is done being built. You guys are kinda low on supplies, but that won't matter much. Hey, finally a virtuous bishop and not a sinful bishop. Which is usually the case in these things. Well, that actually didn't give as much war score as I hoped it would. Yeah, exactly. Actually have to chase these guys down. Okay, Zatfura has been improved. What can we build instead? How about farms and fields? Okay. I can do that. That was a swig of water, I think. The bottle has one more swig, and then I have to refill. And I have a son, but not Romulus again. That gets boring. A good Roman name. Let's... You didn't hear it? That's a shame. Aurelius, that's a good Roman name. When did you get powerful? And who isn't anymore? Too late. Now. Oh, and he can strengthen the bloodline. Excellent. So let's pin him. And then also... well, we wait until this war's done and then I will give him... That actually is kind of a plan. Okay, we can ransom you. We can force recruit you. And then we are pretty much done here. This war is almost over. And then we will actually only... Oh. We actually have to go for Kran instead. Since the Byzantines took this county. We will see what we'll give him to govern. I think we'll let him govern these new areas over here. And then create some duchies and give those to him. Okay, the bardo is finished. Oh. Looks like my wife is ill. You are already my court physician, that's good. We split up our troops so they can replenish their supplies. And the Duke of Sirmia joined. Where is Sirmia? Oh, that tiny little thing here. Is that even part of what I need to conquer for Italy? Yes, it is. So, Sirmia will actually instead be our new chosen opponent for the next war. She gave me a male heir, so I don't really mind what happens to her next, so... Okay. We have imprisoned the Pope. Let's try to murder me. But let's set him free. Since he's old and we need the gold. Okay, we build in Tunis. Let's replace this with desert agriculture. I mean, we aren't even Catholics, so we consider the Pope a heretic anyway. Okay, that's the Bernard of Slavonia. And we're holding too many duchies, so we will grant well, the neighbors joined in. Oh, that duke actually is part of the Byzantine Empire, okay. That of course changes. Let's claim on Alexandria. Oh no, let's try to convert Tunis. Well, unless their allied countries didn't really help each other unless it's a great holy war, like a crusade or jihad. Okay, you said we should give our son something in Africa. We can do that. And then we will modify his feudal contract. Actually, we will keep the money later, so instead we will increase the levies. Then we can give my son a duchy, for example, Verona. Not really. Why are you asking? Don't actually know that much about this game. I know a few tips and tricks, but I really don't know everything. Okay, let's negotiate an alliance. Then we want to create more duchies for our son. And let's grant him... Oh, we actually have to wait until he agrees to our alliance. Cute, we have a tiny little independence faction. Okay, his main title now is directly under us. That means we can give him the new duchy of Swiss Pannonia? Ah, it's actually Pannonia. Interesting. I mean, most of these titles are pretty much just nominal. So we just want him to gain more prestige from the titles. So he's already famous. Okay. Now you need to be part of the Duchy of Lombardy. Let's grant our son Tuscany. Okay, who else has a problem with me? Okay, all these new. So, which duchy do you require? Thanks, and thanks for watching so long. Okay, Croatia. And let's grant him a Lombardy. And then transfer this one guy. That already happened automatically. Okay. Which do you want? Upper Croatia, I can't create that one yet. You want Lower Bosnia, I also can't create that one. You want Samogi, definitely can't create that one. And Rama wants also Bosnia, which I don't have access to. Okay. Now, we are actually in a position to take Sicily. So let's do exactly with that. How bad are our factions? Not that bad, actually. Few commas. Oh, sure. Let's make her our best friend. We'll suggest hostile, that's okay. Need to watch out for actually enemy armies. Also, you should increase control in Tunis instead. By the way, who holds Palermo right now? Gerasimos of Sicily. She's also busy with internal conflict right now. Why do they have so many hooks on me? What is this bullshit? Let's sway this duke, because we need our spy master to like us. Still no sign of a Byzantine army. They are busy with their civil war. While I take over the Isle of Sicily. Okay, you are probably worth something. Not just 25. Melosine. You're not really worth anything, but I can move you to house arrest for later. If worst comes to worst, we can hire some mercenaries. Should the Byzantines become... Oops, someone became an adulterer. Well, let's try to form a friendship. Septimus died. Excellent. How good are you at... Well, you're awful. No, we don't need the Pope on our side, so let's take a Duke instead. And you will improve the lands of my son. Why can't I imprison my sister? Whatever. Excellent. Daughter. That means no problems yet with... Should I divorce my wife? Nope. The Patriarch likes her too much. Can I get my wife killed? Okay, she won her civil war. But her military is extremely weakened. So she's unlikely to be able to fight back. Meanwhile, we are successfully sieging down the entirety of Sicily. Let's actually stop here and divide up our forces so they can regain, or at least not lose more supplies. So you guys will instead get the next best commander. Well, You will take over the siege forces. Yes, humble is good in a vessel. Couldn't think of that word for a second there. Another stewardship perk, excellent. Let's get the cheaper buildings. And while we're at it, let's look if we can build anywhere. Not really right now. He is not swayed. Welcome to XCOM. Okay, you increase the control in county. Let's increase in Pula. Still no sign of a Byzantine army. Even if I have replenished to over 7,000 soldiers, but most of them should be levies, if I am correct. Yep. Just a few cataphracts. We should be able to take them on. That's that. You can go over here. You are not worth anything to anyone, so let's move you to house arrest. But we can ransom the other guy, even if it's only for 10 gold. So, we have conquered what we came for. Who's Hungary fighting against? Against Volpa. That would be impressive if a peasant king could actually increase his forces. Increase his realm, I mean, not forces. Okay, she's pregnant and in jail. So we do have our double at the ready. Oh, here come the Byzantines. Let's join our army. and actually request a few spearmen. Where did she get enough for 10,000? She doesn't have 10,000. How are there 10,000 troops? You go here, and you go kinda here. I'll actually have to divide you up too. And then there's a need for okay, we can keep up this stalemate until I have replenished. Okay, we can only... we can't support them all, so let's send some over here. Okay, if we concentrate our attack on this part of his army, we should be able to destroy him. Maybe let's hire some mercenaries. Do we have some pikemen anywhere? $300. Of course, most bands are already hired, so let's hire the Great Catalan Company and have them join in the fight. Okay, just to be sure. We are having way too many losses. Looks like we should hire another band of mercenaries. How about you guys? Very costly, but hopefully worth it in the end. Also, we have a lot of awful commanders for some reason. The enemy has pretty decent commanders. Okay. Now, let's send some onages and levies to take back this. You guys get this commander, and you guys get the siege commander. Actually, for now you guys get... No, you guys will get this commander instead. Okay, she gave birth. So we can ransom both her and her daughter back to her. This was very expensive but necessary. And goddammit, hopefully it's not a son, or we will have to do something about this. Could in theory create more titles, but we don't need to. Okay, you will take down this army. Alright, this siege is done. And now I have a lot of ransoms once again. I think I'll have to send you guys back in case they try to do a flanking move. We need the opinion. Here, and finally you will go here. And I knew it. Byzantines were trying to flank me. Now I can declare another war, but don't need to. unite and then take down this secondary army. But we will use this Comes. Okay, you are curious. So should you have a brother with good stats, we might have to turn you into a monk. Let's halve our troops here, so they can replenish. Let's see if maybe this will be enough. Probably. Yep, once again, theocratic vessels. Thank you. And that's the first war won against the Byzantine Empire. Excellent. Messina goes to my son. While I will develop the capital later. For now, let's take care of Palermo. Build some farms and fields there. Increase our control. Okay. Byzantines might get a new empress soon. Let's call him Remus, since he won't be emperor. Now let's do the little switcheroo here. Ah, we need a lot more prestige for that. Can I get my own son killed? Even though I'm callous, I cannot. Wait, talking about capital culture, let's convert Palermo to Roman. We need 250 more gold for that. So, reforce development of Siena will take a little longer. We can sell minor titles since it's a one-to-one conversion. And creating titles is actually a roughly 1-to-2 conversion of resources. How much do I need? I need 3000 prestige. That's quite a lot. So let's usurp Sicily. Which one is Calabria again? I think we will keep that. Let's give him Sicily instead. We can call a hunt. And we can create more titles. Sorry. Let's create Tunis. Grant it to our son. And then we wait until we have more gold. Okay. Byzantine Empire is dealing with a civil war and an uprising. So that will be difficult. Let's try this. Popular outrage. Great. Just what we not needed. 80 stress is too much right now. We need to reduce that further. Well, that was a bust. How are you doing with shortened truce? Stewardship perk available. Let's take care of that first. Wait until we have 1750 gold. By the way, why doesn't the Patriarch like me? Because I have too much gold already. So I will be able as soon as I build that parliament building. Meanwhile, we are waiting for Siena and all these others to improve their development. Liberty faction has disbanded. We didn't even increase our authority yet. So that's also something we'll have to do later. Let's create Tuscany, which is also just nominal. And grant you Tuscany. And we are getting closer and closer to what we are planning to do. Meanwhile, we hope that she loses her civil war. We could also try to just murder her. So let's keep the power low, since we want to do this very slowly. Severina. You're good in diplomacy and learning. Let's increase your learning, actually. And become the ward of my patriarch. So this will be quite something to look out for. If Helena becomes Empress, we will just declare war again. Gregarious, excellent. So this episode is mostly getting my realm in order. Almost forgot about you. Duchy of Venice is next on the agenda, so that I don't forget it, let's create it right now. And give my son another duchy. For example, we could give him Croatia. Man, that realm reorganization was really, really worth it. Okay, so now you pay me a lot more taxes. You shall be ransomed. You... What were your crimes again? You... schemed against me. Can I just forgive that? Yep, you don't have any titles anyway. Oh, a Liberty faction. From Venetia. Independence faction is still going strong. Relatively speaking, at least. And we are once again waiting for more gold and for this war to resolve. Hey, more prestige. Excellent. Well, let's not overdo it. You can stay careless. You usually want to instill morals into your vassals at least, but let's take away that castrum. Since we kinda need it now. Okay, you're almost done converting. You have a claim on Ionia, which is nice. Okay, you are totally out of money, so this is already going really well for us. Byzantine Empire just needed one little shove to fall apart. Okay, let's sway this Duke now. And we're getting really close to being able to pay all this nonsense. Yeah, my son actually is making somewhat decent money. Let's make her lose some prestige, so she can do even less. I built trading posts in Tunis, which I think is already... we are done with that matter, basically. Hungary is expanding, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. You converted with faith in Tunis. Well done. Let's continue with Siena. Okay, we definitely need more titles. So, Romagna. What about Capua? Friuli? Yeah, we can do Friuli. Let's also give that to our son. And now we just have to wait for... whatever. It's too strong not to take it. Now, let's empower Napoli. No, I mean Palermo. Now I can ask my head of faith for gold. And then I can create Naples. Just like that, we have created another kingdom for us to rule. And now we can move back to Rome. And we still need to lower our stress when we get the chance. How is the Byzantine Civil War doing? We will still wait for how the Civil War pans out. That's a Grand Emirate. Come on, I want stuff to happen. Oh. I can ransom someone. Not yet. I still want to see this Civil War work out. We can still kill her later. Since I still need Lecce and Reggio Calabria. That's fine, we don't need the mercenaries anymore, they've done their duty. Oh, the Civil War apparently has ended. How has it ended? Ah. Apparently she has won. Which means we will have to go on with the murder scheme next time we get the chance. So let's support the scheme, so it goes a little bit faster. What's happening now? I can go to a feast. Of course I will. Okay, now we can replace you with someone we actually care about. We still can't fire you for some reason. even though your hook on us is gone. Oh, a hook. Yes, please. He is... not my direct vassal, so I can only demand a payment. Hey, Alec844, welcome to my little stream. We have just dealt the first big blow to the Byzantine Empire. Sadly, she has won her civil war, unexpectedly. Dux Julian. Let's make him my friend. Thanks for the follow. Okay, I'm home. I'm still not under 20 stress. So it's too risky to develop my capital yet. These are two different duchies. Yes, they are. So it might be better... Okay, let's try again. We have constructed the fields in Palermo. Let's increase them. I hope you will die soon so I can replace you with a better Chancellor. So, Alec, if you have any questions about this game, if it is the game in general or this game, this round of the game in particular. She's a villain. I think I want the stewardship experience. So we have more development growth. I can go to another feast. Excellent. Let's take the interesting conversation, actually. Yeah, hola Alec, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Oh, muy bien. I don't speak Spanish, really. I just know very few sentences. So, basically, that's more or less the extent. Okay. Just like my Spanish, which is also Just a few very basic phrases. Not much really. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games actually. Did you play this before? Sorry for the sound my mic is making. It's because I'm wearing a shirt with a zipper. And it's the microphone rubbed against the zipper, if you heard that. Okay, we can build larger hill farms over here. This area is already fully built, so is this. You will have to wait for a little bit. This one is done. So yeah, did you play Crusader Kings? Whether it's Crusader Kings 3 or 2. Oh. How did you die? He was sieged to death. Well, that... Let's decrease the... the scheme power, since that's not that important to us. Yeah. That solves the problem of having two heirs, but sadly this heir is not as strong as the other one. Which might become a problem. And he really doesn't like me for some reason. Okay, Palermo gained guidance. And this duke now likes me more. I'm not 100% sure which one is my favorite, but this one is definitely among my favorites. Chuan Emirate. Interesting. So, the Pamplons are already splintering, which can only be good for us. Oh, no problem. Might be delay, might be you having to think about your sentences. I'm actually mostly glad that I have an active chat member to talk to. Here we're still waiting for this murder scheme to... At least a faction has disbanded. That helps a lot. Okay, you are pensive. Which is good since we can teach you stewardship. Excellent. Okay. I can remove you. Several agents have left the scheme, but it's still at maximum chance. No problem. Just take your time to make your sentences. English isn't my first language either, so... But I have to talk it so much. Let's make you my ward. Okay, and she's finally an adult. Well, there isn't really a Castile right now. We have Asturias. This is the Iberian Peninsula right now. So, this is sadly a Muslim empire. But it's very splintered, so who knows if there might be a Reconquista on the horizon. So, in the early start there is no Castile, there's just Asturias. You're welcome. Okay, she is dead. So, now we can... Let's see, what can we take? We could take Croatia, Apulia or Calabria. But those are all just counties, so let's just take Calabria. And this should be pretty easy. Since now our army is way more powerful than the Byzantine. And she also has to... Hey Brokeman! Hello there! We have just destabilized the Byzantine Empire. Now doing very well after... It was considered kind of a problem, because they appeared so powerful, but I threw lots of money at my first war against them. Exactly. So I could decimate the Byzantine armies, which weakened them enough for civil wars to start, and now I am exploiting all these civil wars to take bits and pieces out of the Byzantines. You are a bold one. Okay, Palermo is finished. That means we can develop Siena again. Oh, wow, my first subscription. Thank you so much, Alec. Nice, Prime subscription. Awesome. Thank you so much. You're actually my very first subscriber. I just became affiliate a few months ago. We'll try to make this weekly again, but yeah. After I had to move houses and everything, I kinda neglected my streaming, but this really motivates me again. Thank you so much. I will... give me a second. I have a Discord you can join, and also right now quite empty YouTube channel that I will start to fill with all the Megacampaign episodes. I will only cut out the BRBs at first and after I am done, I will cut it down to a highlights episode as well. But right now, that channel basically only has one CK3 video from an older campaign, if you're interested in that. Okay, you don't want to be ransomed. Oh, no, I don't want to place you in a dungeon. Oh no, that was house arrest. Yep, exactly. So, excellent. So, this is probably my most streamed game, because I want to do this mega campaign thing. But other than that, I also stream Stellaris every now and then. Sometimes, if I want to, I stream some challenges in Metal Gear Solid 5. Other than that, I wanted to stream more Shadow of War, but that kind of fell through the cracks after I was so busy with moving. But I might resume that series as well. So, I was so not expecting someone to subscribe to my channel that I haven't even set up a custom alert for that, as you have seen. That was just the default alert. For raids and follows, I've set up my own alerts. What else? I think I've put a list somewhere down in my channel description. Now that I got back into it, I might stream No Man's Sky, but I'm not sure about that. That's kinda neither here nor there right now. That would make me very happy. Okay, another daughter. She is also curious, so let's also grant her to my patriarch. And give her a learning education. Okay, Palermo has its hamlets, that's good. Now that we have so much money, let's construct a temple. No trading harbor. That's a shame. Actually, let's take a look if we can't build anywhere else as well. For example, here. Spain is, by the way, or Castile, is one of my favorite starts in EU4. I am from Germany. Brokeman, I don't remember. He has to say it himself. Yeah, Castile basically became Spain. I mean, it was Castile and... what was this kingdom called that was over here? Oh, my memory. But mainly it formed from Castilla, yeah. Aragon, thanks. Okay, let's actually invest into a sea invasion. And there's also little Navarro over here. Or Navarra? Not Navarro. Navarra. Oh. That kingdom just got renamed. While we were looking at it. Interesting. Let's frame my sister, since she did annoy me a lot. Okay, this is just an awful barracks. This is good, this isn't, but we could build another city here. Yep, exactly, Valencia. So, yeah, so they, because of the way kingdoms, Muslim kingdoms are named, this is Valencia, actually. Okay, let's take apart this. Okay, this is just 2 counties, so guess we'll just have to wait. Germany is getting more migrants, but the different states in Germany have somewhat of a diversity among themselves. Let's promote intelligence. How is Siena doing? 27, so it'll still take a long while until we can build a university over there. My wife's pregnant again. Let's hope. Germany also has different kinds of German, but we all learn High German as a common dialect of German. So people should be able to understand each other, unless one or both of people talking to each other insist on talking their own dialect that the other side doesn't understand. That shouldn't be much of a problem since... Hey, Chronom. It is just called High German. I don't think... Modern High German is mostly based on Hanover German. Yeah, but if you don't if you don't include just dialects, Germany has as official language High German and as protected minority languages or secondary official languages in regions. We have Danish in the north, Frisian in the northwest, Low German in the north, which is considered its own language. We have Sorbian, a Slavic language in the east. Here it is also about 1030. And I think the southwest has some areas where French is also protected minority language. But I'm not 100% sure about that one. Oh, so it's still really early for you, Brokeman. Okay, these guys are dying in droves, so... let's hope to end this war quickly. Oh, here I'm far enough north that yeah, Low German is closely related to Frisian and Dutch. And also, Low German is a very common language among the Amish, or Amish. So, depending on where Brokeman lives, he might have heard it before. If you ever met some Amish people, they might have been talking Low German. There are some jokes about dialects being their own language because they're so hard to understand. But I'm pretty sure they are not considered their own language officially. Don't know about that, but I know that they use the Ü sound a lot more. Maybe. If I concentrate, I might be able to understand a lot of Yiddish. Many words are very similar. Whoops. That were too many. Let's split some off. Yeah, might actually be able to understand. somewhat of Yiddish. No problem. I actually heard that it is more difficult for Roman languages to learn English than for Germans, for example. So French and Italian also have more issues with learning English. Okay. Our troops are dying a lot. Let's keep him brave. So he might be better in duels if he ever comes into one. We can host another Grand Rite. Excellent. Okay. Let's try this one again. Let's get a learning perk. And let's take pedagogy, so I can teach my son better. Not sure about German dialects, but in Scandi the word language is a political term. Huh. Oh, Scandinavia. Ah, right. 3 countries. Yeah. Okay, let's send these levies over. We can extort subjects again. Oops, that's... Okay, no. They are on the move, so I did this right. And I can extort the Pope again. A daughter, perfect. Okay. Ah, I can host a feast. Won't lower my stress enough, but it'll lower it a little bit at least. Welcome, friends. By the way, I can replace you with a siege expert now. Or not, since they all seem to be dead or busy. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Okay, 2050. So, 2 battalions of levies. That's cool if you know different dialects or languages. Had good fight. What does that do? More stress loss. That would be good. Let's make this a brawl. Whoa. Let's fill minor titles first. And then also call a hunt. And then I can develop my capital as soon as the war ends. Excellent. More money. Yeah, maybe. There are some words. What's really interesting is, I've heard some original, Charlemagne-era Frankian, poetry once. Which I also understood a lot of, so this ancient Frankian, which was the court language, was a lot closer to German than French at that time. But also Old English, yeah, there is... Okay, mediator, but I gain stress, What does mediator give me? 1 diplomacy. Oh, he's just a baro. Let's give him the belt. Yeah. But I mean, the modern English language is basically Anglo-Saxon plus Danish plus other Norse plus Northern French accents all mixed together. It is kind of a linguistic mess, if you think about it. Oops, what happened over here? Oh, they reclaimed. Then let's send over my knights and a battalion of levies just to be safe. I was so busy looking at chat that I didn't even see the Byzantine counterattack. But now let's counterattack them. They have about 3,000 troops. So if I send them enough levies... Yeah, Icelandic actually kept all those old Germanic expressions. So it's actually really interesting. They also kept those old TH letters. Let's see if I can find one here. This is Novgorod. Ah, he's lesbian, so... let's see. Here it is. This letter. Yeah, that one. What looks like a mix of P and B and is pronounced like a TH. So, it's like a... I'm German, so I can't really pronounce it that well, but yeah. The Ö is actually pretty common still in Germanic languages. German uses it a lot. Swedish uses it a lot. I think Norwegian has instead the O with the dash through it instead. This one. Where was it? Now I'm blind, or it got absorbed. Yeah. It's really interesting. Okay. This army is assembled. Or actually, nope. Actually, let's send more guys in. Let me try to pronounce it. Glafingslug. Probably completely butchered that. Okay. Okay, let's land you guys over here. And keep a little more attention on the Byzantine armies. I mean, I wouldn't even have an educated guess about what Chronom just referenced. Because it's so far away from what modern German is like that... Oh. You conquered more land for Italia. Okay. Let's actually let you regain your supplies before we start the counterattack. But let's box him in a little bit. Oh, no, we have to attack now. That sometimes happens if you get an interesting conversation going. Then you suddenly talk about everything, but not what's actually part of the game. Let's make you my new spy master. Since I need skill more than loyalty right now. While you continue have you conquer this back. How about now? Can we have a new siege expert? Let's just 300! No, that's not worth it. That's way too expensive. Especially when we have you as a siege expert to help out. Okay, we can give them another big blow against them. A new duke. Can I fire you finally? Still no. And you also refuse to die despite being 70. Kinda, yeah. Frisian is a lot closer to it. Not... It's actually not taxes, but Zoll means customs. Like, you know, the extra price you put in imports to discourage having too many imports. So customs or toll or... No, I don't think it's toll. Oh, yeah, I will hydrate. Tariff, yeah, that's a word. Thanks. That's the word I was looking for. So, the modern meaning would be high tariff, but actually it is that the area they came from was called Zollon. So that's where they got their name from. But yeah, yeah, Portuguese is interesting since it's kinda really similar to Spanish, but it has these weird pronunciations. Like, they make sounds that almost sound like Russian, in my opinion. Stewardship lifestyle. Popular opinion will be pretty great. Oh. Let's take another look at my son. Huh, didn't know that. So that's new to me. But interesting. Definitely. Let's get Messina. You can convert the faith in Napoli, actually. Huh. She got deposed. Interesting. I've heard some funny things about Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish as well. Swedish sounds like a drunk Dane singing, and Norwegian sounds to Danes like someone has a hot potato in their mouth while trying to speak. Okay, this should be done soon. More ransoms. And now I will split you up so you can gain maximum. Well, very close to where I live, there is a sub-dialect, where it is often said that it sounds like an American that has learned to speak German somewhat well. Because they roll their R like the stereotype of American is like R. That sounded too much like howdy partner, like that, not like a pirate. Even though that also would be funny. So it always sounds very funny hearing them talk like that. Yeah, but also to my ears, even though I lived for a very long time in Bavaria, a heavy Bavarian accent sounds to me like someone very, very, very drunk tries to speak German. What else? Kölsch kind of sounds like the jaw gets stuck while pronouncing A's. Oh, and Schweizerdeutsch, like what's how the Swiss speak German, sounds like someone is choking to High Germans, or to someone speaking mainly High German. It's similar. It's definitely not the same. Okay, stewardship. Come on. Confident organizer, of course. Full stewardship. I want to amass money, since money wins everything. Yeah, Bavarian and Austrian dialects are very similar, but they're definitely not the same. Even if we are making jokes about it. Swine Swabian. You were really good. So, Lux Galenius. And here what I will instead put my nephew and replace him with my son when he comes of age. My son, who is supposed to learn stewardship. Okay, the next... there is no son upcoming that I could call Alec. So... let's call... Can I... Okay, let's rename a city, but which one? Let's rename Palo to... Cocentaina. You resumed it, you'll get it. So yeah, might not really show up much on the map, but this city is now named Cocentaina. If I pronounce that right. I'm not sure about that. I try my best, but I can mostly only make educated guesses at pronunciations. Like roughly knowing how the rules for consonants are. Oh, the C before an E is like S, isn't it? So, Cocentaina. Is that correct? Cocentaina? Okay, you guys are fully stocked again. So let's send you back into the fray. I haven't really heard that joke, but it would be kind of fitting, to be honest. I mean, Switzerland is kind of a weird mix of German, French and Italian influence, so mixing beer and wine would kinda make sense. Even though it sounds very disgusting. Okay, this siege should win us the war. And it did. And now I can finally develop the capital, which will put me over the threshold for stress, so it will have to wait until I can hold another feast. Meanwhile, let's try to murder the current Basileus. Because otherwise we will have to wait for our truce to run out. And we mainly want to attack the Byzantines still. Yep, now we need the heal. And then we need this area around here, and we can reunify Italy. At least what this game defines as Italy. Modern borders would disagree, but this is over 1,000 years ago, so... Which claim do you have? Cavanese and Aosta. Let's see. Oh, you posted a lot again. Found a good mod. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something they have to add in the game at some point. Yeah. And I mostly like to play with achievements. I will still have to work on it. I haven't played my my Viking Island campaign in a really long time, since it got really tedious at some point. Yep. That's modern Europe for you. Also, Alec, do you remember when Nissan tried to sell a car but gave it a name that's actually a curse word in Spanish? I won't say it in case you don't like to hear curse words. Okay. Now I can educate you as well. Just for the heck of it. Yeah. When I heard that story, found it really funny. That they didn't do any research on if that might be an actual real word. If Alec wants, he can write it in chat. I'll allow it. But I won't say it in case he doesn't want to hear it. Okay, is there anything else to build around here? Not really. So we will save our money until we get the next technology. Maybe, the fucking hell, or as a Englishman would read it, fucking hell, was actually renamed. Fucking is a small town in Austria, or was a small town. Because everyone made fun of that, they renamed themselves to Fugging, instead with 2 G's. Yeah. Officially, they renamed it because tourists kept stealing the town signs. God damn it. And once again, sorry if you can hear my microphone rubbing against the zipper. It's the overshirt I'm wearing because it's cold. Or it's more of a fleece jacket actually. So sometimes the microphone cable keeps hitting the zipper. Don't know if you can hear it. So we're waiting for either the truce to run out or for the murder scheme to go through. Can I replace you with a better marshal? Not really. Oh, excuse me. My stomach was suddenly a little bit upset. Yeah, that's the town I was talking about. It's not a German town, it's an Austrian town. So, that's a distinction Austrians will be very, very strict on. Because Austrians hate being called Germans. Siliana, that was over here, right? Yeah. Well, I'm not really a Frank if we go that particular. I am actually a mix of Danube Swabian and Hamburgian, if you go by ancestry. Oh, cool. That worked. So now we can conquer Lecce. Doesn't that mean milk? Or something like that? So, let's make the Italian peninsula completely ours. I would say that Austrians are Germanic, and Central Germanic to be precise. If you go by ethnic groupings. Yep, but that was before the Prussian-Austrian War, which caused the Austrians to denounce being in any shape or form German. Even though, no. Yeah, no, that was actually after the First World War, so... Huh, interesting. Probably because at least the language is called Deutsch or German. Still. Even though there are some tiny little differences in the official way Austrians speak German. but they are small enough that at least the official languages of Austria and Germany are 99.99% identical. Okay. This is now ours. So let's land in Havlonas next and raid the coast a little bit so we can react to any counterattacks quickly. But yeah, before the Second German Empire was formed, the Austrians were considered themselves German completely, and originally the unification plans for post-Napoleonic Germany were including Austria. But the problem of Austria-Hungary was that it was a multi-ethnic state that had no interest in being torn into two directions. They wanted to keep their basically foreign holdings, so they couldn't really form a German empire, so the Prussians did it instead. Also, they lost to the Prussians. We have another claim war going on. Ooh, you might lose that one, which would be great if it happens after. It wasn't really part of the German Confederation, because I think that was formed after Austria was kicked out. I think the Confederation of the Rhine, which was basically the biggest proto-German thing post-Napoleonic Central Europe had, was dissolved at some point, and the next big thing was the North German Confederation, which Austria, of course, wasn't part in, because it was just the northern states. Okay, we will keep troops here and send the others to counterattack. Would you finish the siege, please? Thank you. Let's keep onagers and 2 battalions of levies. Give them the siege guy. Where is he? Somewhere down here. There you go. And you will start the counterattack, which will cost a lot of gold once again, but we have that gold. Gold is not one of our issues right now, luckily. Also, the Pope became Roman, which is interesting. Probably because this area is Roman. But yeah, what Austria was part of was more of a pan-Germanic I think when... Oh, that's complicated. I think the first time Deutsch was... Yeah, I'll answer that after, Alec. Um, the first time I can remember that it was called Deutsch was when the second version of the Holy Roman Empire, so the German version of the Holy Roman Empire, was formed. I'm not sure about before, because there wasn't really a name for it. Okay, which commas do we need? Also, I should have waited here because we have more losses than necessary. Yeah, then I'm confused with the word since it's called different things in German and English. So if we're part of a German confederation, I was thinking of the Confederation of the Rhine, but that was a whole other thing. It's a little bit confusing. It's a lot of stuff happened. About the truce. I killed the old emperor, and since truces in CK3 are based on character instead of nation, the truce didn't transfer to the new empress. Basically, l'état c'est moi is taken very seriously in this game. Or very literally, I should say. I'm swaying you. Should change to you. Do I have a better commander? Not really. Okay, so I basically had my in-between a little mangled up since that era is more complicated than the history lessons give it credit for. Come on, let me win this war before he loses the claim war, which he definitely will, since I'm decimating his armies. Oh, you are done. So, I learned something new today. Well, post-Napoleonic and Napoleonic era was a huge mess in my defense. I gained stress because of my sister being annoying once again. This might be a wipeout. Actually, I will ransom you. Let's see. 50. I actually will wait a little bit and then ransom you for maximum money. Are you making plus or minus? I'll read it in a minute. Can ransom you and you and you for a lot of money. Yeah, that was that was the German Revolution. That actually I know of. But it was extremely short-lived since it was way too democratic for the Prussians. Ah, okay, so it was a little bit more formal than I remembered. Oh, Barcelona. Huh, this time it worked. And relieved some stress. Sadly not as much stress as my sister gave me. But still. By the way, is she losing or gaining money? Gaining, okay. Okay. We have enough war score, so let's ransom her. And then enforce our demands. Okay, the Duke of Pisa. And the Duke of Benevento. Both are not too useful, to be honest. Still have to wait until November to host my next feast. Brave, zealous, or calm? Let's make you brave. My son is wounded, that's not too good. Okay. More stuff to read. Speaking of democratic... Chronom, they exist, but very few of them, and those who are part of the official monarchists, it's estimated that the vast majority of them is just in it as a joke. So there's almost no one seriously considering reinstating a monarchy in Germany. We can extort subjects again. You have converted Napoli. If I declared war on you again, what are my possible claims? So we have Donji Kraj. We have Emota. Oh, and we have entire duchies. Nice. What was your claim again? Donji Kraj, Emota, and you also want Emota. Okay, so these two. So if I... What do I still need from Illyricum? Or Illyricum, it was. So if I go here, that'll give me opportunity to go in even deeper. So yeah, the boot is finally mine. Meanwhile, she is... tyranny and dread. That's not too bad. She should be losing the claim, which would allow us to declare another war without having to murder her or end the truce or something like that. So we just have to be a little bit... We will talk about this later. A little bit patient. You are my steward, so let's try to form a friendship with you. Also, these guys are going hard into this area for some reason, but why not? It's more Italia for me in the end, and they stay my de jure vassals, so no problem for me. Oh, I became a famous reveler. Interesting. Someone wants to murder my patriarch for some reason. I can call a hunt. Let's actually do that. We have the money and we need to get rid of some stress. Oh, another war. Okay. Why do we even have holdings over here? That's your own damn fault. Torture training. Let's actually get porter training. ends. We didn't become a better hunter, sadly. But we can also sell some titles. Oh, let's not give that guy a hook. We are making insane amounts of gold. This is going almost frighteningly well. And the northeastern party is a lot more chunky than it needs to be. So, why aren't you advancing? Why are you so bad at war? I want this civil war done and over with. Oh, Provence became independent for some reason, and Hrike took Britannia. There's so much weird stuff going on in if you look away for just 20 years. Okay. How is our dynasty doing? 48 living members, so we need more. Matrilineal. And someone beautiful, please. You will do. So, dear Byzantines, will you finally take care of that civil war so I can go to war with you again? Well, still don't have a low command, but yeah, get yourself something to eat. If you haven't eaten dinner yet, it's really about time. Sorry if this is a little boring, there isn't much happening here. Ah, that war is finally going a little... It's finally heating up a little bit. Let's keep swaying this guy once more. Oh, this is your chance, everyone. You can redeem minor name if you want to. I'll give you a minute while I drink a little bit of water. I'm always unsure how much this mic picks up since I actually didn't know that about the first Spanish king. Okay, I'll give you another minute or so, and if no one excuse me. And if no one redeems, I'll name my grandson, no, my nephew myself. I did know about the dictator Franco. I didn't know about the criminal energy of the first modern Spanish king. Do you have the points, Brokeman? Let me see how many. Okay, excellent. I want to keep this fair after all. If others have to invest points, I will have to ask the same from you. And you have disputed heritage right away. Wow. Sorry, I couldn't predict that happening. Okay. New stewardship perk. Whoa. Let's actually gain some dread. Divided attention. And oh, I just killed her husband. Sorry, I also killed your official father. So, my nephew Brokeman was slightly cursed, it seems. Excellent. Now, would you guys hurry with your sieges a little bit? I want to declare war on whoever becomes emperor next. Oh, I built something. And I build it here. Let's give you pastoral lands. Depends on when you need to get up in the morning, I'd say. Don't feel obliged to keep watching if you need to go to bed. I'm not sure how much longer I will go on as well. Okay, we have battlements. That means we can build a lot. Also, let's pass higher crown authority. First off, Rome. Oh, I need hoardings for that. Because it's already level 2. Then let's build bigger castle. Then probably you should go to bed pretty soon. And so should I soonish. I need to get up at 8 tomorrow. Okay, this needs to be Maghrebi. According to my watch, it's 5 minutes to midnight. Okay, we have ordered all the buildings that we need. Oh, Zachlumia. Cool, cool, cool. Which means we should claim more Bosnia next. So still pretty early for you. Okay, Martina. I don't really care about you. So let's just dismiss this. It's 11:55 on my watch. Or do you not have winter time in Spain anymore? Oh, I completely forgot that oh no. I am already making the claim. Never mind. So, as soon as this is done, I can actually conquer entire duchy. Alright, good night, Alec. Thank you so much for the sub, for the follow, and for the active chatting. You really made my day with that. And I hope to see you again soon. Currently, the multiplayer of Crusader Kings is postponed for a while, since one of us can't stream at the moment. But I will try to make at least the Mega Campaign series somewhat weekly, so that I stream at least once a week. But sleep well, and thank you so much. Well, let's give Tunis an independent. Farmland and then regain control. I wish so much for them to finally resolve their civil war. Why did it jump down again? She captured their heir. How? Your army is tiny in comparison. Well, this is kinda stupid. Okay. Since nothing is happening, I will also end the stream here and resolve this whole civil war thing, since it's really boring, off stream. Once again, thank you, Alec, for the follow and the sub. Thank you, Mofzia, for the follow. Thank you everyone for watching. It was a lot of fun, and I wish everyone a good night and hope to see you again soon.